see if that works. Up. So yeah, I guess it should work. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, thanks a lot for having me today. As you said, I'm Antoine, I'm the ecosystem lead at Argent. And today I want to discuss how we plan on bringing Ethereum to 1 billion Telegram users, or at least how we plan on trying to do that. And probably before diving into how to do that, let's first understand why to do that. And I think it's important we have a look at some, a few numbers. So I put on that slide, the daily active addresses of some, of the most popular DeFi applications. As you can see, Lido has around 200, daily users. Pendle and EtherFi around 1,000, and Aave V3 3,500. Now let's add on that slide now some, popular blockchains. It changes, the landscape a little bit already. So you see Starknet, zk-Sync, and Optimism. They have less than 100,000 daily users. Ethereum is around 400,000 daily users. Arbitrum a bit more, almost 500,000 daily users. Now let me add Base to that slide. So Base is doing, a great job at onboarding people and having some activity there on the chain. So Base has more than 1 million users using that blockchain every day. And so I think it's important to have these numbers in mind in order to be able to comprehend what I will now add to that slide, which is Hamster Combat. So if you don't know what Hamster Combat is, it's a Telegram mini application. It's a mini game where you are basically the hamster CEO of a crypto exchange, and well, you need to grow the business, right? And in order to grow the business, you want to mint more coins, and you do that by tapping on your phone. And so Hamster Combat at its, I guess it's probably its peak. These numbers come from June of this year, had more than 30 million users daily on that application, right? More than 30 million people tapping on their Telegram, on their phone and Telegram application. So, I mean, of course, this is maybe not sustainable. I guess the numbers are probably a bit lower now. I could not really find numbers for October's in terms of daily active users. But still, this is extremely impressive, right? It's really like a huge amount of people and of players using Hamster Combat. And I think something else that is very impressive is not only how many users they could have on that application, but how fast they actually went from having 0 users in May 2024 to having 250 million users in July 2024. So in only 3 months, right? That's very impressive. As you see there on the curve, it has flattened a little bit, died out a little bit, but still between July and October, they got more than 50 million additional users, and now Hamster Combat actually has a user base of 300 million users, which is it happens that it is almost 1/3 of the whole Telegram user base. So I mean, it's just huge. It's a huge phenomenon that happened there in the past months on Telegram. After Hamster Combat, we had a few more applications, and actually quite some more applications launching mini games on Telegram. So here are a few examples: Catism, Shoot Tap, Pixelverse. None of them did as well as Hamster Combat, but still, I mean, these numbers are very impressive. In a few weeks, in a few months, all these Telegram applications, they reached millions, tens of millions of users, right? So I think there is a real phenomenon there, and the case in point, like the learning from the previous months, I think, is that Telegram is a very good distribution channel for crypto applications. And there are probably a few reasons for that I have listed here on the slide. So first of all, Telegram, it's a popular messaging application. It has almost 1 billion users, so it's widely used. And also it happens that most of the Web3 community, I'm pretty sure many people here working and using Web3, they are also on Telegram. So there is some kind of overlap in terms of user base there. Also, Telegram allows for casual gaming, right? So very easy games, very simple. I mean, Hamster Combat is basically tapping just on your phone, so it's easy to get onboarded. It's easy to share that game with people. You don't need to spend a lot of time thinking about strategy. It's casual. Simple gameplay. It's on the mobile. You can play, in the bus, waiting at the doctor. Very, very easy on that side. And then also all these mini applications, they leverage the Telegram social features. And that is, I think, like the core, the core elements to actually get virality, right? You can, for example, have daily tasks. So you will be reminded, you get a notification from Telegram every day that there is a task that you need to do. There is, of course, messaging, group chats, bots as well that make it possible to automate all kinds of stuff directly in Telegram. And then also on the, I would say more, dev side, mini apps are also very easy to build, right? So of course you can have very complex mini apps, but most of them, they are not very dev intensive. And you can actually have very basic mini applications, basic, bots that still can go viral because of these, social features of Telegram. And then there is a last element is the fact that Telegram has an official blockchain attached to it, right? Which is TON, the open network. Initially, it was actually developed by the Telegram team. Now it's two different teams, but still they were very close with each other. And that means that there is also an embedded TON wallet in Telegram. That means there is no onboarding required, right? So if you are on Telegram already, you have a Telegram account, you actually already have a TON wallet account, even if you don't use it or you're not aware of it. And there is no need to download anything, no need to add an email, add a password to get to your account. It's already in your Telegram application. And then, I think this is also a very interesting graph here. So you have the number, of accounts on the TON blockchain. And as you can see, like for years, pretty flat. And then suddenly what happened here in around of, March this year with all these mini applications phrase, just an explosion, right? Going completely parabolic. And so it's interesting also to notice that actually the Telegram mini apps have fueled the TON's, blockchain growth. And obviously then the next question is, can we make this happen on Ethereum? Can we make this happen on Starknet? And we say yes, now, or let's say maybe in a couple of weeks, because we will be releasing in a couple of weeks this new Argent Telegram wallet, which is a self-custody wallet, right? Because we have seen before on Telegram some trading bots and everything on Ethereum, but most of the time actually you don't own your keys, right? So you have to give up your keys to that bot and just trust that they won't just go away with your money. This is completely self-custody. It is a native Telegram wallet, so it is embedded in Telegram. It's actually a mini application on Telegram, meaning that there is no onboarding. Everybody here in the room or listening to this talk, if you have a Telegram account, you already have a Argent Telegram wallet, you just don't know it yet. There is no additional onboarding to be done. It unlocks with biometrics. And then we also, do this kind of unique thing that is made possible by Starknet, which is called session keys. And it's very nice because when you will interact with a mini application with that wallet, you will only need to sign once, and then you can enjoy because you will give the authorization to the mini app to sign some transactions on your behalf. And that means you don't need to, you don't have to confirm every transaction on your wallet. So it's a very smooth and then finally, you can send money to 1 billion Telegram users, even if they are not aware that they, have a wallet or have never interacted with the wallet. You just send a link on Telegram, and the people will receive in their Telegram chat that link. They just need to tap on it, and poof, they are, onboarded to that wallet. So I think this is pretty exciting. It's a great attempt to bring Ethereum to Telegram. Probably the TON blockchain is a good blockchain. To be frank, I don't even know, but I think it's not Ethereum, right? The ethos is different. It has different features, and we build on Ethereum because we think Ethereum is the best blockchain. So let's now bring Ethereum to Telegram. And well, I'm also here today because now we have built a wallet. But we need help to build the mini apps, to build some kind of ecosystem of applications of trading bots. So I mean, all kinds of DeFi applications, games on top of that wallet. And so we are launching a Telegram accelerator program where we will onboard 20 teams. Each of them will receive a 25,000 grants to build a Telegram mini app on top of the Argent SDK, on top of Starknet. And that program will last 7 weeks. During these 7 weeks, you will receive both technical support. So that means support with, building a Telegram mini app, building on top of Starknet, building on top of the Argent SDK, but also business support. So help with product development, design, marketing, and everything. And the goal is really that at the end of these 7 weeks, you have a product that is on mainnet, that is maybe not perfect yet, but that is ready to onboard users. And some of the best products at the end of the 7 weeks, they will actually also receive an additional grant to deploy a go-to-market strategy and start acquiring more users. So I think this is like a great opportunity. You basically get paid to develop something in 7 weeks. It's pretty short. It's not like a 6 months commitment. You have a lot of support from the Argent team, from the Starknet team, we really want people to build something very exciting on top of that wallet. So if you are interested in joining the Telegram Accelerator program, or even maybe not interested, but just want to play around with the Telegram SDK, it's already available on testnet. So you can start playing around. You can scan that QR code. Everything is on that website there. If the QR code works, let me know if it's not the case. Don't hesitate if you have questions. I'm also happy to answer them now, probably. Just be careful that there is an application deadline. It's November 1st, so you still have a big week to apply. So I'm happy to take questions if there are some.
Thank you, Antoine. Anyone has any question about, especially the Telegram Accelerator program, because it's a great thing if you want to start building on Starknet, and especially using the Argent SDK to deploy something. Probably on my home, I have a question more related to the special criteria. Is it like for really advanced Telegram mini app, or what is basically the basic requirements to be eligible for this program?
Yeah, so the program is not a hackathon. So the idea is not really that you learn, how to code or how to interact with Starknet or whatever. The idea is, it's really like an accelerator program. So we are looking for teams who have already some kind of background, some experience, and have kind of a clear idea already of how it works and how to build a product. You don't need to have a product yet. You might have just an idea, but you should have a clear idea of how it works. Also technically, to build something on Telegram and in 7 weeks.
I saw a question. Oh, sorry. I saw a question on the chat related to the grants. So when do you receive the grant, before or after building the app after the 7 weeks?
Yeah, no. So if you are selected, so you apply. If you are selected, you receive the grant. You might receive it in two times, actually. Maybe first half before starting, and then another half, I don't know, like during the program. But no, the idea is that once you are selected, you know that you will get the grant. So it's there is some peace of mind there. You can just focus on delivering.
Was there a question related to with the pricing plan of the SDK? Are there API costs, active user costs? Yeah.
No, so the SDK is free to use. It's all free. So depending on what you build, you might have to you might need some APIs that you need to pay for, but not on the side of the Argent Wallet SDK. Okay. Yeah, I finally found the chat. So so someone's saying, what if I don't have a team? I guess it depends. So I think what is very nice also with Telegram mini apps is that they are pretty easy to build. So it's possible that by yourself you can actually build a mini app, or you can build something that is very basic but that has, I don't know, like some viral potential or whatever. You don't need to have like a huge team with designers and everything, right? So if you have a good idea and that you have the skills to implement it, you are by yourself, you can apply, no problem. And then, yeah, so I saw the requirement is that the team has a proven track of building apps. What if I'm learning and my teammate is a project manager? I think, I mean, it can work. It all depends. It's easier. There is a selection process, right? Because we can only take in, let's say, 20 projects, maybe a few more. But it's easier to be selected if there is something you can show to us. So if you have, I don't know, done some work, I don't know, on Dust, on, I mean, wherever, just share that when you apply, so we have something to base the selection on. Any other question? Is US company eligible? Yes, no problem. It's a worldwide program. That's the beauty of crypto and Web3, right? Darius is asking, with the sessions token, you could have a user sign once in the Telegram web app and then initiate transactions via chat messages to the bot without the user having to sign again. Is that understanding correct? Yes, that is correct. So it's a session key, so the user will sign once a transaction and then authorize the application to to run transactions on their behalf.
I have a question about it.
Yeah.
So Inference is using the same thing. Just regarding the security. So it's finally a bot that is behind this signature, this future signature. Is it like any limits of payment to sign for this one or not?
Yes. So when you play around with the SDK on testnet, there is no limits. When you want to go to mainnet with it, we will need to whitelist your contracts and the calls that you will make. So we still control what you are actually authorizing your mini app to do on behalf of the users. So if you won't be able to, as a user, basically to give infinite approval on their account or stuff like this, or there would need to be some kinds of warning. But that's something we can figure out together depending on the use case you want to implement. What should team members be experts in? Should everyone be a dev? Also the minimum number of team members per team. So as I said, there is no minimum number. If you are a solo, solo team, that works as well. Should everyone be a dev? Not at all. I mean, you need, of course, there is some dev work to be done, right? So you need someone who's able to do that. But I think it's even better if not everybody is a dev, right? Because I mean, the goal of the program is really that at the end of the 7 weeks, you go to market, right? So there is the need to come up with a go-to-market strategy, to think about design, to think about user experience, user journey, and everything. So you can make a team with very different profiles.
Yeah. Someone on site has any question regarding the Telegram accelerator from Argent? No? Okay. So
Yeah. I see one more question in chat. Is the grant mainly for developing the mini app or is it used for marketing? No. So that first grant here, the $25K, that is really for developing the mini app and also coming with a marketing plan. So at the end of the 7 weeks, you should have a plan on how to acquire users. But then there is a subsequent grant for like the best projects where you then receive money to help you with marketing, with go-to-market, with acquiring users. So that would be after 7 weeks. Yes, and that's something I also wanted to share. So if you will be around DevCon week, we are organizing Abstract Bangkok, which is a like the biggest account abstraction event. And we have this code that you can use to redeem a free ticket, which is Abstract Loves Her. And then you get a free ticket to the event. And yeah, you will find more information on www.abstract.live.
On sites, if you want a ticket for abstract, so the big conference regarding icon abstraction, at Bangkok, don't hesitate to use this code, so abstract logs H.E.R. And yeah, feel free to get your tickets. Est-ce que j'ai d'autres questions? No. It's okay for use, I guess. Yeah. Thank you very much, Antoine, for your intervention.
Thank
I
you.
think it's super cool to know what is the initiative to onboard the next 1 billion users on Starknet. And thank you for being for doing this kind of thing for the community. Yeah.
Thank you all. Hope to see you around DEF CON. Bye bye.
Yeah.